Hey, Elon Musk bought Twitter. We talked
Yeah,
about that.
that was big news. That's another follow-up item. Elon Musk, I think it was close to what, $44 billion is what he actually paid, and I think he paid $21 billion himself.
Yeah.
The ironic thing that I saw was, and obviously when you have Elon Musk doing anything, there's always a lot of attention around it, especially with this and the board of directors, and initially not seeming to want to give in to his deal. They proposed the poison pill, diluting their own shares and all that.
Yeah.
But the day after he bought Twitter, Tesla shares were down 12% the next day. Now, could that be fears that he's not as focused as he is on Tesla and SpaceX and everything else that he's already doing? But looking at Twitter, I don't know how much you can actually improve it from where it is today. Maybe we're wrong and there's something that we're not seeing that he is. But to me, how much can he actually do to it? I think the changes will be marginal at best.
Yeah.
And he got the endorsement from former CEO Jack Dorsey, which was in a really deep way of saying, I trust Elon Musk as the one person.
And the S&P was up 2.5% today, almost, and Tesla was down 0.5%, and down another percent post market. So,
but I was saying, so he put up $21 billion, but by Tesla being down 12%, it was roughly the equivalent of what he paid. So he put up that money to buy. It balanced out. Well, not really, because he's down twice the amount now. He paid for Twitter, and he
that's true.
lost 21. So he's really down 42 billion in the span of like 24 hours.
Man.
Not actually, because he owns a company now, but it's a lot of money.
Is he going to be the first trillionaire?
If I had to put my money on it, I'd think so.
Yeah.
If I had to bet between him and Bezos, and that's the thing. Like when you get $100 million, is that like the rule of thumb that you have to buy a media company? Bezos buying the Washington Post, and then
he said
Elon buying Twitter.
100 billion.
100 billion. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. They make odd purchases sometimes. Though I would say Bezos, there's a method to his madness. Don't get me wrong. I think Elon Musk is brilliant. He's just in your face brilliant, and so that can rub people the wrong way.
He tweets a lot, right?
He tweets a lot. He said he's going to buy McDonald's and to make sure their ice cream machines work. All right.
Did he say he was also going to buy Doritos and fill up the bags all the way? Something like that?
Yeah.
Whatever he does, every move that he makes is always interesting. So I'm sure we'll keep an eye on him.
The only thing with Tesla with Twitter is I don't know how you've solved like the vitriol that happens on there. Again, going back to human nature, if I disagree with somebody, I now have an outlet to tell them directly, by replying to their tweets. And there's no filter because you're not confronted face to face. So there's this, we call them Twitter muscles. You just say whatever you want to say because there's no repercussions for it. So I follow this guy named Prue Saxena, who's an ex-hedge fund guy and just a really smart guy, and just gives his commentary occasionally on the markets and where things are. So just a pretty vanilla, Twitter account. He's not making any bold claims. And man, I read through his comments one day from something like, I think it was about the market going down and previous market drawdowns have tested the 40-month moving average. And man, the amount of awful stuff that was said about like him personally, it was just so odd to me. In fact, I actually tweeted at him and saying, "Hey man, I appreciate you, what you do." And, I don't know how, I said it in my tweet, I don't know how you stay on, this.
Why would you? What's your incentive to stay on?
That's what I don't
get.
Following. It's a shame because he's somebody that I actually, he's a smart guy who's balanced, not political in any way, and insightful.